Hello, hello. So today I want to share with you three little words that you must eliminate from your thoughts and your words and your psyche. I'll tell you why, and then I'll share a quick exercise that can help you succeed doing just this. Our topic for today's video is how three simple words sabotage your manifesting. So here's something you may or may not know. The law of attraction responds to the energetic vibration you're sending out now and in this very moment. It gives you more of the same as what you're vibrating out in the now. So based on this, doesn't it make sense that you want to be sending out high vibes all the time? I sure think it does. As author Michael Lozier says, and he wrote this book on law of attraction that I really just enjoy, the law of attraction doesn't remember that vibration that you're sending out in 5 minutes ago, or 5 days ago, or 5 months ago, or 50 years ago. It's only responding to the vibration you're sending out right now. So in this very moment, you can tell what kind of energetic vibration you're sending out, whether it's a more negative or lower level vibration, or a more positive or higher level vibration based on the way you feel in this now moment. So that's what you can always do, is just check in with yourself and see, how am I feeling right now? And if you're feeling not so good, we need to change that vibration because you're vibrating that out to the world. You can flip the switch on what you're transmitting via your energetic vibration from a lower level to a higher level by becoming aware of your thoughts and then simply choosing different words and different thoughts in this now moment. That'll help you raise your vibration. You can only send out one energetic vibration at a time. So when your thoughts and words change, your energetic vibration also changes. It's a simple concept, and it does take some practice. So there's three common words that I found in my journey and in my studies that will sabotage your manifesting of what you do want in your life. And I suggest becoming very aware of the thoughts you think and the words you speak, especially those three words, which I'm going to share with you in just a few seconds, and work to shift your language right away, and the way that you're thinking, the way that you're talking. You'll learn these three words that we want you to eliminate from your vocabulary. Remove their use from your thoughts and from your mouth. So it's really, and before I go there, it's really not the actual words that are damaging, but instead it's the feeling and the emotion that we derive when we see, speak, write, think about, or even type these words out. They have an effect of lowering our energetic vibration automatically. That's why you'll find yourself attracting the things to you that you do not want, regardless of whatever your intention is by saying what you're saying or thinking the thought that you're thinking. Your intention may not be to attract the wrong thing in, but these words are making it just so that's what happens. Basically, your brain doesn't hear these three words. And as I imagine it, the brain kind of like just skips right over in your thoughts or spoken sentences and then brings you exactly what you're not wanting instead of what you do. Your conscious and subconscious mind is wired to automatically filter out these words. So your brain's just not even hearing these three words. So what do you do when your brain is working against you? Well, you become consciously aware of your thought and your speech patterns, and you change your words and your phrases to shift to higher level vibrations and to make those statements more powerful and more positive and more high energy than what we're used to saying. Okay, you ready? So here's the words I want you to eliminate. I want you to eliminate the words don't, not, and no from your vocabulary. Don't, not, and no. These three little words are causing you to attract, create, and manifest what you don't want. So when you make a statement containing any of these words, you are giving attention and energy, you're giving attention and energy to what you really do not want to happen in that moment. Here's a thought. Don't think of a blue bunny. Okay, where'd your mind go? You thought of a blue bunny, right? Your mind internalized the exact thing you were told not to do, didn't it? Your brain filtered out the not part of my instruction. I just find this also fascinating. So let's take it another step further. Many of us have become experts with online shopping especially in the last few years. When we Google something, or decide to order our favorite skincare from, let's say, from Amazon or from your favorite retailer, we don't start out the search with all the things we don't want to purchase. We instead search for that item based on what we're looking for, and usually very specifically. We usually want a certain brand, a certain size, certain features, and the like. We don't search for shampoo and just hope that Amazon returns the skincare option we're looking for, right? So similarly, if you were to do an internet search on no blue bunnies, what's going to appear? Well, you guessed it. Likely the search is going to return dozens of blue bunnies and variations of blue bunny products. Google or whatever search engine you're using skips right over the word no in the search parameters, much like our mind does with the words don't, not, and no. And these are the ones we need to get rid of. So how do you flip the script and turn over your lower level vibrations to higher level vibrations? How do you turn negative thoughts into positive ones? And how do you stop using words don't, not, no? They're so ingrained with us. We grew up learning these words. We grew up saying these words, and society says these words all the time. So how do we get rid of them? Well, you do this by focusing on what you do want instead. So you ask yourself a simple question anytime you hear these three little words come up in thoughts and conversations. What do I want instead? Or, so what do I want now? What do I want instead? Because you're trying to consciously shift that focus. Want to give you some examples of that. Don't panic becomes keep or stay calm. Don't forget your keys becomes remember to grab your keys. Don't slam the car door becomes please close the car door gently. Don't run by the pool becomes walk safely around the pool. No juice on the carpet becomes please drink your juice at the table. So when you hear these examples I just gave you, do you feel a constriction or a resistance or any negativity with the don't statements? Don't panic. Don't forget your keys. Don't slam the car door. Don't run by the pool. No juice on the carpet. I feel very restricted when I say don't and no, and those are just common kinds of things that we're saying. Probably we've heard them ever since we were little, and if we're parents, we're saying them to our kids. And so, wouldn't it be empowering to change that language and flip that script and approach them in a more positive and lighter way? Doesn't it feel better to say, hey, keep calm, stay calm, or remember to grab your keys on the way out, or please close the car door gently, walk safely around the pool, or please drink your juice at the table? That is in my mind, much more inviting ways and lighter and more high energy ways to say those things. And they're more likely, rules, if you will, to be followed. If you tell your child to please drink your juice at the table, I'm guessing he or she may be more likely to follow that command than no juice on the carpet. Well, guess where that little one's going to go? They're going to take their little juice box over on the carpet and it's going to get all over the place. So it's about changing the energy of how we speak. So I wanted to leave you today with a helpful practice to eliminate the don't, not, and no from our vocabulary. All right. This is a 5-step process, but they're easy steps. So for the first one, for the next week, what I would like to do is invite you to notice each time you're thinking, hearing, or saying don't, not, or no. And you're probably going to be really surprised at how often that happens, especially as you're just starting to pay attention to it. And I want you to congratulate yourself each time for the awareness. Don't go into judgment mode. Oh, I did again. Congratulate yourself for noticing, because that's when your shift is going to happen. When you notice, you become aware, and you make a mental shift. Step number 2 is when it happens, I want you to take a pause and ask yourself the question, what do I want instead? So when you find yourself thinking or speaking a no, a don't, or a not statement, think about what is it I'm really wanting instead of that? What do I really want to say? How can I shift those words? The answer to the question will then form a new sentence with a higher energetic vibration, just like the examples I gave you a moment ago. Step number 4, write down this new sentence to put powerful energy behind it and to start to repattern your thinking. I suggest keeping like a little note card, 3x5 or 4x6 note card. And anytime you repattern your thinking, write down the new statement on your piece of paper because that's going to help you ingrain that in you and be more likely to say it in the more positive way the next time. And finally, the fifth step I have is review and repeat out loud your new higher energy statements each day to keep your focus on what you want. That's why it's helpful to have a little 3x5 card that you can just kind of throw into your purse or throw into your notebook. And then when it comes up, you can grab it really quick, leave it on your desk or whatever. Grab it quick, write your new statement, and then review it at each day's end. And give yourself kudos for all the times that you go through that and all the statements that you shift your energy in. So with this simple practice, you're going to begin to reduce the number of times you hear yourself say the words, and eventually you'll eliminate them from your vocabulary. It's just practice. Your conscious and unconscious focus will then be on what you want to manifest instead of what you don't. These 3 little innocuous words will no longer sabotage your manifesting. So remember, your higher level energetic vibrations will be felt by those around you too. That's how energy works. What's fun is to sit back and see how when we respond, how other people will react, especially if we're responding differently than normal. They're going to take notice, whether they consciously take notice or not, they're going to notice. And the other fun thing with this, when you start to become aware of these 3 words and how often you're saying them, you're really going to be aware of all the people around you saying them too. So treat it like a game. It's kind of fun. And maybe when you respond back to them, you can flip the script on how they said it, reflect it back in a more positive manner. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this information and enjoy the practice. Do it for a week, see how it goes, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much. Have a great day.